Flag Day was a little more special in Morrill County than most years thanks to a special dedication ceremony. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a memorial honoring military veterans was dedicated yesterday afternoon at Oregon Trail Memorial Cemetery west of Bridgeport. The large, circular-shaped memorial bears the names of every veteran in the cemetery etched into the walls that form into a star shape with a large eagle statue in the center. Cemetery Board President Don Landrigan told KNEB News the process to complete the memorial has been years in the making, thanks in large part to the efforts of one woman.
Hazel Cleach was one of the first trustees of the cemetery when it became its own entity in 2004. The city used to do it, and so Hazel, being one of the original trustees, she'd always wanted to give tribute to the veterans. And so in 2013, she started going around visiting other memorials and saying, let's put one together for our cemetery here. So in 2014 and to 2015, we started that process.
Landrigan said coordinating with the Veteran Service Office in Bridgeport and Hersted Monument in gathering and organizing all the names, branches of the military, and years of service was a process that itself took a lot to complete. Well, the Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Department says a motorcyclist has died following a Sunday morning crash on the east edge of Scottsbluff. Around 10:15 a.m., deputies were dispatched to the South Beltline Highway near Highway 26. Witnesses say the driver was going into the curve at seemingly a high rate of speed, failed to negotiate the curve, and left the roadway. Valley Ambulance transported the driver to Regional West, where he was pronounced deceased. As of broadcast time, the motorcyclist's name has not been released. And a Torrington man was injured in a motorcycle accident Friday night. Emergency responders were called to Highway 92 at the curve just east of Lyman around 8:45, finding the driver had lost control of the motorcycle according to initial law enforcement communications. NSP spokesman Cody Thomas says 64-year-old Wayne Bates was flown by Airlink to Regional West Medical Center. Unconfirmed reports indicated there was debris in the roadway, including a mattress at the time of the accident. Bates' condition was not immediately available as of broadcast time. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer will be in with your full week weather forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
Start your spring right with Compliments for you and your home. Compliments wants to help you get dressed for all your spring events. Whether you're the mother of the bride, at your son's graduation, or looking for a great dress for a special event, Compliments has got a look for you. While at Compliments, look for a new style or give it as a gift. With great new home decor, now is the perfect time to spruce up your home. Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Not too bad out there tonight. Temps are going to cool down a little bit. Lows falling into the 80s, or temps falling into the 80s here by 7 o'clock. It'll take after midnight sometime before we get down below 70 and right back up to near 80 tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the hottest day as the heat wave continues here across the area. It finally breaks Thursday. Late Wednesday into Thursday. Could see a couple of storms, especially Friday. Can't rule out one hit or miss elsewhere either. Still, though, temps are going to be near to above normal for most of the next 7 days. Speaking of above normal, hit 97 yesterday. Missed a record by just 5, set not that long ago, back in 2018. Low was 59, about 7 or 8 degrees there above normal. So definitely been very mild here and dry as well. We're now half of what we should have for the month of June and almost 2 inches in the hole for the year. Let's take a look at the last couple of weeks. So we've been pretty warm. We've had high temperatures that were above normal, well above normal, flirted with 100 back here on June 4th. We'll do that again tomorrow, and staying in the 90s. And we cooled off for just 1 day here. We had a below normal temperature. That was a week ago tomorrow. And then we went right back above normal, and we stayed there. In fact, many records are showing that this is the warmest start to a June that we've had here across the High Plains in several decades. And the third warmest all time. I know some areas saw earlier down around the Grand Island area and Hastings area, they were showing their warmest first 2 weeks of June that they've had on record in 80 some years. Temps are in the 70s and 80s. We're near 90 here in our area, into the low to mid 90s. It's still pretty hot. You can see the temps here in the Sand Hills and off to the east pulling well up into the 90s. It's 89 in Valentine, a little cooler there in Gordon and Lusk, both with 82. Upper 80s to near 90 in our area. We have winds out of the east-southeast pumping in that warm air again today across the region. Severe weather outlook for today is non-existent, well off here to the northwest. Tomorrow we bring in a marginal risk of severe storms right down as far as the Nebraska-South Dakota border. Better chances off to the north. That swings to the east on Wednesday. Again, all staying primarily away from us here in the local area. Futurecast for tonight, passing cloud. That's really about it. Not much going on, but things are going to turn breezy tomorrow across the area. Temperatures tonight going to fall down into the upper 50s and low 60s. Still a pretty mild night out there, near 70 tonight in Valentine for a low. For tomorrow, generally sunny skies. We will have a few late day clouds build up. Can't rule out a stray thunderstorm that tries to pop here across the area tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. That's about it. And then as we go on into the overnight hours and into early Wednesday, the skies clear back out, only to repeat that forecast again for Wednesday. Tomorrow, the hottest day of the week. Upper 90s to near 100 here across the region, and it is going to be a toasty one. 62 tonight with a few passing clouds. That's about it. For tomorrow, generally sunny skies, a stray late day storm. Can't rule one of those out. It is going to be breezy and quite hot, so that's going to make those hot temps feel even warmer with those strong breezes again tomorrow. We'll stay breezy and warm on Wednesday, downright hot again, highs in the low 90s. Then look at Thursday. We clear out and we cool off. Only near 80 for Thursday, Friday, low 80s Saturday for the first day of summer. And Father's Day right now, mid 80s, looking pretty good for Dad here on Sunday. And we start a new work week, back to near 90 again for next week.
This is Brad, president of Allo Communications. At Allo and across the nation, the way we connect is changing and growing. Our connections to family, colleagues, and the community become more meaningful each day. Allo's fiber network was built for growth. We have the bandwidth to handle the changing needs of today, tomorrow, and for years to come. We'll continue to invest in the towns we serve, in our team, and in our technology to be ready for the future. We build our network for you, our neighbors, and together we'll stay connected.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by
Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touch-tone energy partner, the power of human connections.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scottsbluff, your volume discount dealer.
Welcome back. Unified Command has announced 9 new COVID-19 cases in the Panhandle, including one county's first case. On Friday evening, Sioux County's first case was confirmed, a male in his 20s who was a close contact of a previous case. Additionally, 8 more cases in Scottsbluff County were confirmed, including a woman in her 20s, one in her 30s, and one in her 40s, 2 men in their 60s, a male in his teens, a male in his 40s, and a male in his 80s. Through Friday evening, the Panhandle had seen 209 positive cases, 117 of those already recovered, and 2 deaths. The breakdown of those 90 active cases includes 84 in Scottsbluff County, 2 in Cheyenne County, and 1 each in Banner, Box Butte, Morrill, and Sioux counties. BPHD also announcing new Test Nebraska test sites in the Panhandle this week. On Wednesday, testing will be available at Chadron Community Hospital. On Thursday, testing will be available at the Alliance Fire Department. Friday and Saturday, there will be testing at the Panhandle Public Health District offices in Scottsbluff. And Sunday, Test Nebraska testing will be held in Sydney at a site still to be determined. Testing on those dates will run from 8 to noon. And to get signed up, fill out the online assessment at testnebraska.com. And Western Nebraska Community College is opening all 3 campuses to the public today with regular business hours of 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to 4 on Friday. Visitors at the Scottsbluff campus will only be allowed access through the Welcome Center main entrance. All other doors and buildings will remain locked. Employees will begin returning to campus in a phased-in approach with the goal to have a full staff by July 13th, with visitors strongly encouraged to schedule an appointment whenever possible. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell back from vacation and back at home at the FNBO Sports Desk. We'll have the latest right after this.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Sports returning this week with actual games on tap, plus the Pioneers starting workouts. More on the baseball front shortly. Let's start today at Scottsbluff High School. Student athletes have been back for a couple of weeks now with summer workouts, weight room work, and outdoor training underway. Temperature checks upon arrival for the kids, plus having to maintain those guidelines that have been set forth by the state. Head football coach Judd Hall on how things are going so far.
I think it's going really well for what we have, our guidelines that have been given to us and what we're trying to follow both as a school district and then a member school of the NSAA. So we're really trying to do everything that we can to keep our kids safe, but we really want to get back with our kids and see them and start working with them again.
As of now, football not a sport that can be played here in the state. It's June 15th, just over 2 months away from what would be the start of the high school football season.
You know, we're going to try and stay as optimistic as possible. We're hoping that we can have a season, and they're starting to release some guidelines, restrictions on us. So we're going to just keep moving forward, and hopefully we can start doing something here in July.
Also on hand this morning over at SHS, helping kids get checked in for workouts, was second-year head volleyball coach Leslie Forrell, who says managing social distancing and being safe with trying to get better, that's a pretty tricky task.
Yeah, volleyball is one of those things that, I mean, it's really hard to social distance, even like when you're playing open gym type stuff. So it's hard to tell the girls go for a ball, but maintain your social distance. So it's one of those things that we not only is social distance, but like the washing your hands, making sure you're not touching your face, that's a little easier to maintain to let them still play.
Well, I can tell you this, the coaches that were over at Scottsbluff this morning, they have no idea what things will look like for this fall, and at this point, they're just hoping to have a somewhat regular school year with sports included. Still so much up in the air at this point. The Western Nebraska Pioneers are starting workouts this week ahead of their season opener at home on the 26th. These workouts are open to the public over at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. You see the upcoming schedule. There will be some social distancing guidelines in place if you want to watch the Pioneers work out. Head coach Ryan Sires arrived in town over the weekend. Team owner Chuck Keeman with a message for the fans.
Thank you for sticking with us and being patient through this whole process. These are uncharted waters for all of us. Any small business in town, restaurants, movie theaters, us. It's really an uncharted place that none of us have ever thought we would go. And now we're able to move forward and have some fun this summer. And again, we want to thank everybody for being a part of that. Couldn't do it without you.
That season opener against Pierre will be at home on the 26th. And later this week, we get the official return of Legion Baseball with season openers on Thursday for both teams right here in town. I'll be on the road with the Wesco Zephyrs for their game at Wheatland, Wyoming. Jeff Kelly, he'll be at Oregon Trail Park for the Gehring opener against Ogallala, both TV and radio that night for the Gehring game. That's the latest today from here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's got more coming up for you right after this here on KNEB.TV.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, Nebraska small businesses and livestock producers that took a hit from the coronavirus pandemic will get the chance to apply for financial assistance starting today. The state will award grants of at least $12,000 to eligible businesses with 5 to 49 employees and livestock producers with 1 to 10 employees. Ag Secretary Steve Wellman says this funding will go a long way.
You have to have some type of a loss of revenue or other increased costs due to COVID-19. For agriculture, there's a lot of examples of that I think the producers should easily be able to answer that question.
State officials will distribute the money on a first-come, first-served basis with an application window that's open for only 10 days, beginning today. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.